What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We are going drifting this weekend. It's what, Tuesday? Yeah, Drew says it's Tuesday. Tuesday. So we're prepping. Today, it's just gonna be like a quick section of the video. We gotta get these tires, these guys right here, onto these wheels. So let's get that knocked out and we'll get on to more fun stuff. Day, and we got a couple more things to take care of before this drift event coming up. Get out of here, bug. Jesus. Where was I? Oh, yeah, we got to take care of some stuff today. We need to cut down those bump stops. You'll remember from a couple videos back, if you saw it on the alignment, we were supposed to cut down those bump stops and reinstall them. Well, I never did that. So we need to do that, cut down those bump stops, get them reinstalled. We mounted up the tires yesterday, so we're done with that. And then we need to adjust the trailer brakes on the trailer, because last time I used it to actually tow the car, it doesn't, like, the trailer brakes work, but they're very weak. So I think they just need to be adjusted because they're not grabbing, enough of the drum. Mosquitoes, even in the morning. But it's raining, so what we probably will end up doing is taking care of the bump stops first, and then if we have to, we'll move the Z out, take the Z out of here, move the two cars, and then back the trailer in here so we can actually work on it, because it looks like it's going to rain all day. What else do we need to do? Oh, yeah. So in the Z, I actually have a tablet for the entertainment / gauges. What I use it for mainly is gauges. I have a little Bluetooth dongle that goes in the OBD2 port, and I use that for oil temp and coolant temp and air fuel ratios, all that little stuff that the ECU is monitoring, but you don't actually get to see. Well, we'll put it up on the tablet, but being that I don't drive this thing every day, the tablet goes dead, and I think it's got life right now because I actually ran the car yesterday. But that's kind of the one downfall of that kit. Like, if you drove this every day, it would be fine because it charges when the car is on. But I don't drive this every day. It mostly just kind of sits until an event. So I've got to pull that tablet out. Even if it's got life, I have to turn it on, because obviously when it goes dead, it turns itself off. And you got to pull it out to turn it on. So we need to do that. That way it's ready to go. We don't have anything to worry about day of the event. I don't have to deal with all that. I think we're still good on oil change. This will be the second event on this oil change. I'll probably change it after that, and then after that the car's pretty much done. All the tires are mounted, so we need to do bump stops, tablet, trailer brakes. That's what we got to get done today, and then we'll basically be ready to go. We'll just have to load everything up. So let's get cracking. It sounds like a little bit, but it's going to take some time. So let's get going. All right, so we made our mark. It's just over 1.5 inches, maybe 1 3/4 inches. Showing you guys the wrong thing. Anyway, it's right there. Now this is probably going to be a little long, but I'd rather go a little long and still have some material left to cut off than to go too short, then I'm SOL. Then I got to try to find bolts that fit and all that stuff. So it's always better to cut a little bit less than you think, and then shorten it up as you need to. So let's cut this down, see where we're at. All right, guys, so that's almost perfect. I think what I'm going to do is just throw this guy in the vise and grind it down, you know, flush with this mark right here. And that should do it. So. We took about a ½ inch off of it. Again, it's not perfectly straight. It's hard to do with the grinder, but it's close. We got this one marked. I'm gonna try to cut this one in this chop saw again. See if we can get it further along on the first cut instead of having to do so much grinding like we did on this one. So anyway, let's get that knocked out, and then we'll be able to put these on, tighten it up, and be done with this section of our day. Whoa! You guys trying to commit suicide or something? Jeez. Anyway, change of plans. I'm gonna try to cut this guy with this. I can't get it chucked in the saw like I want to, so we're gonna give this a whirl and see how it goes. Wish me luck. All right, well, we're back in the car again, as Tim would say from Jurassic Park. And we need to pop this guy out so we can turn him on. And then the Z car should be ready to drive. Should be good to go. And then it stopped raining. It's nice and sunny and now humid as hell outside. So, you know, typical New Orleans weather. So we'll still probably go get the trailer, move the cars, and back it in the garage just in case it starts raining again. It's still kind of cloudy and iffy in some spots, so that way I don't have to stop just in case. But let's knock this out and then we'll move on to the trailer. All right, so first we got to take out this AC control panel. It's difficult with this hydro here. I think I'm gonna have to take it all the way out because I don't know if I can rotate it enough. We'll try to rotate it so I don't have to take it all the way off. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. But let's give it a shot. We might be able to sneak it. Because normally you would be able to just kind of pull this up and kind of rotate it over out of your way, but since this hydro is right in the way, but I might be able to get in there. There's a screw, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, way back down in there, that holds this assembly on. So get you guys repositioned here. That holds all that together. The other tab is broken. I need to get a new waterfall. I think that's what they still call them. But anyway, that center portion of the dash, I need to get a new one because it's only clipped in at the top and then it's only got one screw. So, I mean, it's never really moved around, but it would be nice to have a new one. But they're like $100, you know, for a piece of plastic, so. Great success. now we should just be able to kind of tug on the top of this guy over here. But it's gonna pop out. Yeah, it's even the clip's kind of worn out on it. So then that comes out like that. Ugh. You gotta unplug that plug, and then this guy will be ready to come out. Easy peasy. So this is how the tablet's held in there. They just 3D print like a little housing for it. You run your cables from the top, and then I have an adapter here which lets you charge and have an accessory plugged in, because if you don't do that, you can either only charge or only have your accessory plugged in. So that little adapter, I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks, makes it to where you can do both at the same time. So, but anyway, all we have to do is take a couple of these screws out here and press the power button, put it back in. So let's do that real quick, and it'll be done. We'll be good to go. Alright guys, so this is kind of what I keep it set on when I'm, drifting or at the track or whatever. It's just on, oil temp, coolant, AFR, you got your RPMs. That's all, real time. So, you can also hook this up. I have it hooked up to my door speakers, so you can play music through it. You just basically, hook it to your phone, whether you have, Android or, iPhone, just cable, it'll charge your phone, and then you can have either Android Auto or CarPlay, and it'll display, all your text messages and stuff like that. So it really kind of makes an older car like the Z, 2008 as the last year for the coupes, 2009 for the Roadsters. It just kind of brings them into like the modern age, so to speak. You can do a lot more with it. I just have a basic little like mini amp, and it just runs the 2 door speakers because, again, I don't use this thing as a daily, but sometimes, if you're going to take it for a cruise or whatever, for the weekend or something like that, it's good to have some music. And the car's still got AC, so it's pretty comfortable. It's just like, the seat, you don't want to sit in the seat for hours and hours at a time. But yeah, so just kind of show you guys what it looks like on and running. Yeah, so now we just got to move everything around and get the trailer in here. So let's do that, and we'll have a productive day. Trailer in, and it doesn't really matter which side we start on. That side's got a little less room, so we'll just start over there, get the hard one out of the way. Let's adjust these pads out. Hopefully we get a little more braking action out of this trailer, because the last time it really wasn't doing anything. So get these adjusted up, and hopefully that solves our problem. So let's get to it, set you guys up to where you can kind of see everything. And that's pretty much, once we get done with this, we get everything loaded up, we'll be in good shape. We'll be ready to rock. So let's do it. All right, guys, so we got that side done. Kind of what I've always done when I've done like drum brake adjustments, which is essentially what this is, just an electric drum brake. I adjust the pads out, or the shoes, to where they drag just a little bit. I mean, the wheel still rolls easily and all that stuff, but that way, as soon as you hit the brakes, the the springs are pushing out and they're pressing against the shoes against the drum, because I think before they weren't even like touching until the very end of that mechanical arms like stroke. So we're gonna knock out this side, and then we'll pretty much be wrapped up for today. So I don't know if I might just load up everything today and then stick the car and the trailer and everything in the backyard, just for tonight, because tomorrow we'll hook everything back up, we'll pull it out in the front, and we'll be ready to roll Friday morning. So we'll see. Quick thing that I did forget to tell you guys about. I did find these cool things at Northern Tool. I think you can get them on Amazon a little bit cheaper, but I was there, so I grabbed them. But basically what it is, it's a stake hole D-ring. And the reason I'm gonna put it in is because this has like really sharp edges, and it was cutting through the straps when I had it looped around. I mean, you can see like that's pretty sharp already. But this should drop into here and give me a good solid D-ring to strap the back of the car to. So I'm just gonna pop those in real quick, shouldn't take but a second, and then we will go test the brakes, make sure they feel better. So I'll catch you back in the truck. Bruh, these things were a nightmare. They didn't fit, had to grind them, cut them, make them fit, beat them in there. You can see I like mangled the top of this one. But they're in, they ain't coming out. But I mean, you just think like, oh hey, this will take 2 minutes. I'll pop these in, we'll be good to go. No. So let's pull this thing out and test the brakes. The AC might be a little bit loud for you. You have to deal with it. It's hot as shit. Okay, so the brakes are much better than they were before. They're still not 100%. I'll probably have to do this again at some point. I'm not wearing my seatbelt, so it's going to be fun. But the way I've always tested trailer brakes, you get up to about 15 or 20 miles an hour, and you squeeze this down here, and it should stop the truck. Now this trailer is pretty light, so there's really no weight to it, so it does stop the truck. I do have the gain set to like 10. Once you get down to about 2 miles an hour, you have to use the truck to kind of get the rest of the way. But there's no weight on the trailer, so that could be a factor too. I have the gain and the brake like level. This truck will let you set it at low, medium, or high. I have the gain all the way up to 10, and the braking at high. So it's very strange. But it's telling me my trailer is disconnected, which it's not. So I wonder if the plug has come undone. So we're gonna go check that, and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, so you can see we decided to go ahead and load it up. It's one less thing I have to do. Truck's sitting pretty good. It's a little squatted in the back, but nothing crazy. If I have to, I can move the car back a few more inches, but it should probably be pretty good. But that's gonna do it for our prep video. Hold on, let me kick this fan off real quick. And this one too. So this is really the first thing I'm doing since the quarantine is laxed a little bit. It's not definitely totally lifted, but like there's no spectators at this event. Each driver can only bring in 2 people. So it's definitely still gonna be, you know, the social distancing and stuff like that. But just let me know down below, what are you guys doing if your state's kind of relaxing a little bit as far as on the quarantine goes and all that good stuff. So what are you guys looking forward to getting out there and doing? If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Again, comment below, what are you guys looking forward to doing? And if you enjoy the content, please think about subscribing. And as always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching the video. Peace.